Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up? What's going on? Happy weekend. It's Friday already. Happy Friday. It's Friday, 9:21 p.m. here in Lagos, Nigeria. How you all doing? Hope you all had a wonderful week, because I sure did. All right, this week was a very, very interesting week. I had five markets analyzed. One, two, three, four, five. Five market analyzed in total. And this week I took no trade. This week, no trade was taken this week, but it was a really, really, really interesting week. The first trade on my list this week is GBP USD. GBP USD, I was looking to sell once I have these breakouts. If you remember correctly, if you follow up with me last week, you know I traded GU last week. I think GU was the only trade I took last week, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. We had this breaker retest at this zone. I entered at this zone, and this market reversed at the end of the day, went all the way, bought all the way up. So that was it for GU. No trade was taken on GU. If you come down to the weekly right now, on the weekly, are we still bearish or we are bullish? Okay, now we are bullish on the weekly. This has been our lower low. This has been our lower high. Now we have a bullish candle body close. If this bullish candle body close above this lower high as at this zone, we are going to have a shift to structure. That is this. Now we are going to have a higher high as at this zone, and this is going to be our higher low. So on the weekly, we are bullish on GU. Same GU daily as well, we are also bullish. This has been our new higher high. This has been our higher low right now. Alright, because this was our low, our previous lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now we are having higher high, higher low. 4 hours, we are also, this is our higher high, this is our higher low. So we are also bullish. The 3-time frame on GU is bullish right now. GBP card was the next trade on my list. I was also looking to sell GBP card. I had a beautiful head and shoulder. We also have a 4-hour head and shoulder right here. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder break. But we didn't have that break, so I didn't have no retest. No trade was taken on this. Come down to the weekly. It's a very beautiful formation. So having this push from here to the upside is very, very possible. Okay, the chances was high. Having this push from here to the downside, the chances was very, very high as well, because on the weekly we are having a beautiful head and shoulder pattern right here. We are having a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We have a break now, retest. Whenever you have the retest of that neckline, what you're gonna see, we're gonna see a push to the downside. All right, so on the daily, right now on the weekly, are we still bearish or bullish? We are still bearish. This has been our lower low. This has been our lower high on GBP card. On the daily, now we are bearish on the daily. On the weekly, we are bearish. On the daily, we are bullish. This has been our higher high. This has been our higher low. Then coming down to the 4-hour. Let's see what we have on the 4-hour. 4-hour, if this is our higher high, this will be our higher low. So on the 4-hour, we are still bullish. So 2-time frame bullish on GBP card. Only the weekly is bearish. So let's see what are we going to be doing next week. The next trade I was looking to take this week was GBP AUD. GBP AUD, one of my favorite pair so far. All right. So I was looking to buy this market from this zone. Unfortunately, we didn't have that. We just had this market pull to the downside. Right now, on the weekly, we are still bullish. I like this. I like the fact that this market is at this zone. This zone right here is a very sensitive zone. All right, I had an analysis as at this zone for a buy as at this zone, which I'm going to bring back now. This is a very clean zone, a very clean support and resistance zone. On the weekly, we are still what? Lower low, lower high. On the weekly, we are bullish. On the daily, higher high, higher low. On the daily, we are still bullish. Wow, this is really nice. GBP AUD. On the 4-hour, this is our higher high. This will be our higher low. Okay, now this low was taken out by this low, lower high. This low was taken out here as at this zone. That low was taken out as at this zone. That low was taken out as at this zone. So lower low, lower high. All right, these are lower low, lower high. So on the 4-hour, we are bearish. On the daily, bullish. Weekly, bullish. So if I'm doing anything in this pair, I'm buying GBP AUD. Then the next pair on my list is AUD card. AUD card, no trade was taken. I was looking to sell this market outside this zone. Nothing happened. You can see this market bought aggressively. You know, bought aggressively. This market is on a bullish move initially. This market is on a bullish move. I was trying to see if I would get that little pullback for the sell, but unfortunately, no, we didn't have that. The daily is bullish, the 4-hour is bullish, the weekly is bullish, so no trade was taken. Next pair was NZD-JPY. No trade was taken as well. So I was looking to sell this market as at the breaker retest, going for a sell, but that didn't happen. This market bought to the upside. Now on the weekly, let's see what we have on the weekly. If this is our higher high, this is our higher low. So the weekly is bullish. All right, the weekly is still bullish. I like this area that it rejected from, very clean support and resistance zone. If I had that breakout, then would have had a massive push to the downside. On the daily, if this is our lower low, this will be our lower high. Now we are bullish on the daily. Weekly is bullish, daily is bullish. 4-hour, what do we have on the 4-hour? So let's see what we have on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we are also bullish. On the 4-hour, we are also bullish. This is a higher high, and this is our higher low. So next week, if I'm doing anything in this pair, I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be buying this pair next week. This is NZD-JPY. NZD-JPY. Beautiful market, beautiful move, beautiful formation. Let's see what we're going to have for next week. I think that's pretty much it for this week. That was pretty much it for this week. Next week, I'm looking to trade Euro NZD, Euro AUD, AUD USD. I don't know about this. I think I will still have this in my radar. This as well. Let's see. So I'm going to be picking out of all these pairs, I'm going to be picking out at least 4 or 5 pairs that I will be watching for the week. Then at the end of the week, I end up taking 2-3 trade, not more than 3 trade a week. So that's pretty much it for this week. No trade was taken for this week. All right. So if you are new here, it's actually pronounced Aware Trade, and click the like button, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want more content like this and you enjoy this, what I do here is simple. I post the before and after of my trade, of all my trades, my approach, and how I tend to take the trade, when I tend to take it, all my approach. I break it down here. Then during the week, I do once the week comes to an end like this on Friday, I do a review. I post an update on Friday, while on Sunday is where I break down all the pairs I'll be interested in. So stay tuned for this coming Sunday, all right, where I'll be dropping the market updates on the pairs I'll be interested in for the coming week. So that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you all had a wonderful week and have a wonderful weekend as well. That's pretty much it. See you all on Sunday. All right, peace out for now. Bless you all.